Welcome to the second video on special functions. In the previous video, we discussed about the series solution of Bessel's differential equation, where we got two independent solutions. One we denoted as Jn of x and another solution as J minus n of x. So both of these are the solutions of Bessel's differential equation. That means both satisfies the Bessel's equation. And a general solution is given by y is equal to c1 jnx plus c2 j minus n of x. And we call this jn of x and j minus n of x as Bessel's functions. So Bessel's functions are nothing but the two independent solutions of Bessel's differential equation. So jn of x satisfies this Bessel's equation. That means if I substitute y is equal to jnx, I get x square d square jn by dx square plus x d jn of x by dx plus x square minus n square into jn of x equal to 0. In other words, x square jn double dash of x plus x into jn dash of x plus x square minus n square into jn of x will be equal to 0. Similarly for j minus n of x. So these two are the two independent solutions of Bessel's equation, and the general solution is given by y equal to c1 jn of x plus c2 j minus n of x. In this video, we discuss one of the property of Bessel's function known as the orthogonal property of the Bessel's function. So this property is given as if alpha and beta are two distinct roots of Jn of x equal to 0. So Jn of x is a Bessel function. So if I equate it to 0, so I get an equation here. If alpha and beta are two distinct roots of Jn of x equal to 0, then the integral from 0 to 1 x into Jn of alpha x into Jn of beta x dx is equal to 0. So we show that the integral from 0 to 1 x into Jn of alpha x into Jn of beta x dx is equal to 0. So given alpha and beta are two distinct roots of Jn of x is equal to 0. So let us prove this property. Since alpha and beta are two distinct roots of Jn of x equal to 0, so we have alpha is not equal to beta, so both are distinct. Since they are the roots of Jn of x equal to 0, so x is equal to alpha satisfies this equation. So we get Jn of alpha equal to 0. In the same manner, x is equal to beta satisfies this equation, Jn of x equal to 0. So we get Jn of beta equal to 0. So the given hypothesis, alpha is not equal to beta, and also Jn of alpha equal to 0 and Jn of beta is equal to 0. So using this hypothesis, we try to show 0 to 1 x into Jn of alpha x into Jn of beta x dx is equal to 0. For that, let me take this Jn of alpha x as u. So let me denote this Jn of alpha x as u. And this alpha x, I take it as t. So substitute alpha x is equal to t. So then this u becomes Jn of t. And if you observe here, this Jn of t is nothing but the Bessel's function. And we know the Bessel's function is nothing but the solution of the Bessel's differential equation. So Jn of t satisfies the Bessel's equation. So keep in mind here the variable is t. So this Jn of t satisfies the equation t square d square u by dt square plus t into du by dt plus t square minus n square into u equal to 0. So instead of x, we have t as the independent variable here. So t square d square u by dt square instead of x square d square u by dx square plus t into du by dt plus t square minus n square into u equal to 0. So Jn of t satisfies this equation. So u satisfies the Bessel's equation. So the actual Bessel's equation is x square d square y by dx square plus x dy by dx plus x square minus n square into y equal to 0. Instead of x, we have t here. And since u, that is Jn of t, satisfies that equation, so we get u in place of y. Now let us see this du by dx. By chain rule, du by dx can be written as du by dt into dt by dx. So du by dt as it is, t is alpha x, so dt by dx becomes alpha. So du by dx is alpha into du by dt. Similarly, differentiate du by dx once again with respect to x, you get d square by dx square as the derivative of this with respect to x. Alpha is constant. The derivative of du by dt with respect to x is d square u by dt square into dt by dx. So differentiate du by dt with respect to t, then t with respect to x, again using chain rule. So get d square by dt square as it is. Dt by dx is once again alpha, and this alpha becomes alpha square. Now substitute this in this equation 1. So equation 1 is t square d square u by dt square plus t into du by dt plus t square minus n square into u equal to 0. So substitute the value of d square u by dt square from this and du by dt from the first result. So t is alpha x, so t square becomes alpha square x square. D square u by dt square is 1 upon alpha square into d square u by dx square. T is alpha x, du by dt from this is 1 upon alpha into du by dx plus t square is alpha square x square minus n square into u equal to 0. Here cancel alpha square and alpha. So get x square d square u by dx square plus x du by dx from this. Alpha x square minus n square into u equal to 0. Similarly, if I take phi as jn of beta x, the second term in that integral, jn of beta x, let me denote it by phi. With the similar steps, I get x square d square phi by dx square plus x into d phi by dx plus beta square x square minus n square into v equal to 0. By taking phi is equal to jn of beta x and following the similar steps, so we get x square d square phi by dx square plus x into dv by dx plus beta square x square minus n square into v equal to 0. Let me call this as 3. Next, I multiply equation number 2 by v by x and 3 by u by x and subtract the resulting equations. So multiply equation number 2 by v by x and 3 by u by x and subtract one from the other. So when I multiply this first equation, means equation number 2 by v by x, I get v by x into x square. So 1x get cancels, I get vx into d square v by dx square. So that becomes vx into d square u by dx square, that is xv u double dash. Similarly, multiply the second term by v by x. So x get cancelled, so we get v into du by dx. So that write it as v into u dash, v into u dash. Similarly, multiply alpha square x square into u by v by x. So if I multiply alpha square x square into u by v by x, so 1x get cancelled, so we get alpha square x into uv. In a similar manner, multiply this minus n square u by v by x, so get minus n square uv by x, minus n square uv by x. Similarly, multiply equation number 3 by u by x, we get these terms. Subtract one from the other. Now, say the first term of this first expression here, x into v u double dash minus x into u v double dash. So in these two, take x common, you get v into u double dash minus u into v double dash. You get this. Second term is v u dash, here minus u v dash. Write that here. Alpha square x into uv minus beta square x into uv. So take x into uv common, you get alpha square minus beta square minus n square divided by x into uv minus and this minus plus n square by x into uv get cancels. So we get only these three terms. Now these two terms, x v u double dash minus uv double dash plus v into u dash minus u into v dash can be written as d by dx of x v u dash minus u v dash. So these two terms, using the product rule, we can write as d by dx of x into v u dash minus u v dash. So if you apply product rule here, by keeping x as constant, differentiate this with respect to x, you get v u double dash plus u dash v dash. Here you get u v double dash minus u dash v dash. So u dash v dash get cancels. You get v u double dash minus u v double dash. Plus keep the second term as it is. The derivative of x is 1. So using the product rule, we get back these two terms. So these two terms can be written as d by dx of x into v u dash minus u v dash. Take this third term to the right hand side, you get minus x u v alpha square minus beta square, or beta square minus alpha square into x u v. Now integrate this with respect to x between 0 and 1. So integrate both the sides with respect to x between 0 and 1. So let me write this right hand side first. So I get beta square minus alpha square x u v, integration from 0 to 1 with respect to x. Then the integration of this left hand side, so integration of d by dx will get only x into u v u dash minus u v dash from 0 to 1. Now substitute u as jn of alpha x, v as jn of beta x. Similarly here, v is jn of beta x, u is jn of alpha x, and their derivatives. So you get beta square minus alpha square is constant, take it outside. X into u is jn of alpha x, v is jn of beta x. Similarly, v is jn of beta x, u dash is jn dash of alpha x. Then u is jn of alpha x, v dash is jn dash of beta x from 0 to 1. Then here substitute x is equal to 1, the upper limit, minus x is equal to 0. When you substitute x is equal to 1, you get 1 into jn of beta, jn dash of alpha, minus jn of alpha, jn dash of beta. And minus lower limit x equal to 0. So x equal to 0, so we get 0 into this whole thing. So the entire term becomes 0. So we get only this term. So in this expression, by the hypothesis, we know jn of alpha and jn of beta both are 0, because alpha and beta are the two roots of jn of x equal to 0. So we know jn of alpha is 0 and jn of beta is 0. Therefore, this entire right hand side becomes 0. Then transfer this beta square minus alpha square to right hand side. Since alpha and beta are distinct, beta square minus alpha square is non-zero term. So transfer this non-zero term to right hand side, we get 0 upon beta square minus alpha square becomes 0. So we get 0 to 1, x into jn of alpha x plus into jn of beta x dx is equal to 0. So this is the required result. So in the next video we learn few more properties of Bessel's function. Thank you.